Alright, so we're all getting ready to move, or have moved, or will move in the near future. If it was this easy, life would be easy. A couple things we want to look at or think about when we're doing this. We want to look at our family members, our housing, our personal property when we're moving. Brief overview of what we're going to go over, what we're going to cover: family members, housing, and personal property. My background, I got 15 years in. I've moved 4 times, 3 stateside, once overseas, and getting ready to do another overseas move. And I've attended 2 courses at the Army Family Readiness Center for the smooth move that they offer. Big thing when we're moving, we remember the 5 P's. It's an old military adage: proper planning prevents poor performance. Family members. Our dependents, we want to get them involved early, especially those with teenagers. You can go out to militaryOneSource.com, and there's links out there for the things that they can do to get ready for the move and help prepare them. The other thing you want to consider is your exceptional family members. Military Home Front says there's 15% of military families have an exceptional family member. And the big thing with those is the educational and medical requirements for getting location to make sure that they can support those. And then lastly, if you're going overseas, you want to ensure that look at the foreign clearance guide to check on passports or visas. Some countries require the visas. That whole process can take up to 3 months to get both the passports and the visas. And your pets, restrictions: if you're going overseas, you want to make sure you can take your pets. Just as an example, we can't take our turtle. We got to find a home for it. And the golden retriever we can take. We just have to make sure she's vaccinated. Some countries have different requirements for vaccinations. And then lastly, if you are going overseas, the health certificates, it's a 10-day expiration on those, so it's something to keep in mind when you move. So now that the family members are taken care of, we're going to go into our household goods and our housing. And the housing, we want to look at our current location. We want to look at repairs or cleaning that needs to be done. We want to get ahead of this early. The earlier the better. And at your future location, you want to determine your size and your costs. Your distance traveling to and from work or to and from school to drop your kids off. And you can go to this website, which is the Automated Housing Referral Network, and it has a listing of housing. So you just punch in the location where you're going, and lots of listings out there. So now that housing is taken care of, we're going to roll into personal property. Household goods. We want to ensure that there's no prohibited items of where you're going. Prohibited items can be anything from firearms, anything that can be distinguished as a weapon. It all depends on where you're going. There are weight limits to your household goods. For example, an E6 is 11,000 pounds with dependents. So anything over that 11,000 pounds, you'd be required to pay for. And to get yourself under the limit, if you're over the limit, you can always do a yard sale to get rid of items you don't want. Next is the unaccompanied baggage. This is the must-have items. They're air-shipped over your next location. And these are things you're going to want when you get there. It might throw you over your weight limit for your checked baggage at the airlines. And there are weight limits on that as well. For example, the PCS I'm getting ready to do is 500 pounds. And then we have our POVs. Government will ship 1 POV over. Can't be over the 20 measured tons. The equation's up there, just for your information. Just a couple examples on that. An F-150 pickup is 22 metric tons, or measured tons. So as measured tons, you have to pay for that extra big over. But like a Honda Odyssey would be 15 metric tons, so you'd be under. Yeah. It'd be all right. And the second vehicle, if you wanted to, you have to ship it per your own expense. In conclusion, so we've gone briefly over the family members, housing, and personal property. Big thing to keep in mind on this is that you want to get ahead of the ball game, get everybody involved, and the earlier you start, the less stress you're going to have, and the less, try to limit the inconveniences you may have in the moving process. And also remember your 5 P's: proper planning prevents poor performance, will get you along the way on your next move. And if there's any questions, I will take them when I'm done here. And here's a list of websites you can go to that will help you out in your next move. Thank you.
I have a few cracker crunching in the.
That's okay.
Yeah,
That's all right.
Baked chips.